behalf of Regex Software Services. I am Kapil Agrawal, a corporate trainer, welcoming all of you for the video in which we are going to discuss about Capgemini paper pattern. The discussion is completely based on the feedbacks that we have collected from different sources across various locations. So let us start discussion with the rounds that a candidate has to face. The first round is pseudocode round. The pseudocode round is an elimination round. If you are not able to clear that round, then in such conditions you have no option other than to sign off. And everybody talking about the pattern, then based on the different feedbacks, the number of questions in this round available were starting from 20 and maximum number of questions available were 30. Talking about the variety of questions, mainly the questions was output based, means some pseudocode is given and you need to write down the output. Some theoretical questions were also there, and in the theoretical questions you need to provide like complexity of a binary search tree for searching or any other algorithm. And everybody, if we are talking about ratio of output question to the theory question, then on an average the output question are approximately 60 to 70%, and remaining portion is what your theoretical portion is. At the time of doing this paper, you should keep in mind that the average amount of time that you are going to have is 1 minute a question, and level of questions are ranging from medium to easy. But everybody, Capgemini often try to waste your time by providing long questions. So be wise while attempting the question. Choose the topic in which you are okay, you are good. Attempt that topic first. It is going to help you a lot. And talking about the cutoff, everybody, then the cutoff is approximately 75%. So please try to attempt all questions. Otherwise there will be higher chances for your eliminations. Keep this thing in mind. This is an elimination round all. And talking about the topics, everyone, so pseudocode, the most important. Apart from that, the next topic available is bitwise operator. See everybody, an interesting fact is that the bitwise operator is very much important topic. Recently, in one of the paper of Capgemini, I come to know that approximately 40% of the paper was based on the bitwise operators, OR operator, XOR operator, AND operator, left shift, right shift. 40% questions. So be careful regarding that. Have a good practice on that. It may help you a lot. And everyone, often the paper is done on the QQ platform. So talking about the topics again, remaining topics are stack, recursion, sorting techniques, linked list, graph, queue, hash table. Hashing is an important topic, simple also, tree, heap, and the AVL tree. These are the wholesale topics that actually covering your pseudocode round. And everybody, Capgemini is asking for medium to easy level question, so you are not supposed to worry much about them, but you should be good in bitwise operator as well as in complexity. Pseudocodes are simple, they will help you. And everyone, talking about the next round, then the next round available is the verbal ability round. In the verbal ability round, everyone, you may need to write down the essay, and they are checking for your accuracy also. So be careful whenever you are hitting a backspace. Whenever you are hitting a backspace, then it is counted as an error and they start subtracting your marks or reducing your marks. So there is a hack available that instead of using the backspace, you should use the delete key instead of that. And everybody, apart from the essay writing, 30 questions were provided also. The questions were mainly based on the direct, indirect, sentence arrangement and the vocab. And on an average you are going to have 1 minute for a question. See, the pattern for verbal ability round is mix up. Somewhere they are asking for only essay writing and somewhere they are asking for the mix up also. Talking about the range, then it is again ranging from easy to medium or medium to easy, vice versa you can say. Then everybody, One more thing is there, that is unseen passages. 2 to 3 unseen passages are available there. Long passages are there, you need to read them carefully. And one advice to all of you is, everybody read out the questions first, then read the passage. This will definitely help you to attempt maximum of the questions. So the next round after verbal ability is the gaming round. In the gaming round, 45 minutes of the time will be provided. Various puzzles will be there. And everyone, the common topics that are available there are based on the topics like grid challenges, motion challenges, inductive logical thinking. Then we can have deductive logical thinking challenge. So you need to be proficient in that because it's an important round. After attempting this round, everyone, then you are going for the next round, that is your behavioral competency test. The first thing is that, everybody, it's a non-eliminating round. They are actually checking for your ability to communicate, your mindset, whether you can be a good team member or not. That is what they want to check, everyone. And you are going to have 100 questions in that. They are all going to be simple behavioral questions or situation based questions. Like, I can provide you an example of the situation. For example, you are part of Capgemini. The situation is given to you that you are part of Capgemini. You are coming to home after working. Now at your home you don't have access to internet as well as of your computer. Your manager is calling you and he is saying that I need some data urgent from your account. Please provide me your password. Then will you provide him your password? Such type of questions will be there, everybody. Similar to that, talking about the behavioral question, they can also ask you about can you work alone? Do you like to make friends? Will you be able to relocate frequently if required? So there are many things that they are asking you to check your behavioral skill. And everybody, while attempting this round, make sure not to spend more than 30 questions on a more than 30 seconds on a question. That is already sufficient for you. And after this round, everybody, the last round is your HR and technical round. This is not very much complicated. They used to ask the simple question that every company is actually asking to you. For example, the common question, that is, tell me about yourself. They can ask you that why to hire a fresher like you instead of the experience. Similar to that, why do you want to pick Capgemini? Then similar to that, are you comfortable with the relocation? So some common questions that actually almost every company is asking, that is your technical and HR. In this interview mainly they are focusing on HR instead of the technical. They can somewhat ask about your project or the training that you have done. And everybody, so the 5 rounds we are having, I provided you summarization of everything. The first round was your pseudocode, the second round was your verbal ability, third round was your gaming round, fourth was your behavioral competency, and the fifth round is your technical and HR interview round. And everybody, now it's time to discuss few of the questions that actually companies or Capgemini is asking in your pseudocode round. So let us take a look at the first question, everyone. So the first question is, what is output of following code? Set ch2 capital A, set ch2 ch odd with space, write ch, then again set ch2 ch ended with underscore symbol, then the next thing, write ch. Available options: option A capital A and small a, option B small a capital A, option C capital A capital A, option D none of these. Talking about solution, everybody, so first thing, you know that the letter ch is having capital A and ASCII code of the capital A is 65, and then we are ORing with space and ASCII code for the space is 32. See, the binary codes are available in front of you of the space as well as of letter capital A, and when we are applying the ORing operation, then it will actually lead to 01100001. That is 97, which is the ASCII code for letter small a. We know about the ORing operation. If either of the bit is 1, then the resultant bit will also be 1. So the first CH is going to provide us the answer, that is small a, the first right statement. And then everybody, the CH is right now having value 0, 1, 1, 0, 0001, that is small a. And then the next operation is we are actually ending with underscore. The underscore is having the ASCII code, that is 95, and this one is the binary presentation available for underscore. And when we are applying the ending operation with the updated value of CH, we know about the ending operation. If both are 1, then resultant bit will be 1. If any of the bit is 0 or both are 0, then answer will be 0. Based on that pattern everybody, again we are going to have the initial pattern, that is 0100 0001 with base 2, that is having value 65, and this one is the ASCII code for letter capital A. So the first right CH statement is going to provide small a, and second right CH statement is going to provide capital A. This is the statement that actually we are having. So the right answer for this case is option number B. Taking one more example, one more pseudo code. So see this code everyone. Question number 2. What will be output of the following pseudo code for input x equal to 6 and y equal to 4? myFun is the function that we are using. Input x, input y. If x less than y, then return myFun y comma x. Else if y not equal to 0, return x plus myFun x minus 1 comma y minus 2. Else return 0 and function. Available option A 12, option B 11, option C 21, and option D 25. Then everybody, talking about the solution. First of all, myFun is going to be called with 6 and 4. The value of x is 6 and the value of y is 4. If condition is turning false, moving to the else if condition, value of y is 4, which is not equal to 0. So in turn this statement will lead to 6 plus myFun. 6 minus 1, that is 5, and 4 minus 2, that is 2. That's great. Again calling this statement, value for x is 5 and value for y is 2. 5 less than 2, no, condition is false. Going to else if statement, value for y is 2, 2 not equal to 0, condition is true. And this time it is turning into 5 plus myFun 4 comma 0. For this latest calling, value of x is 4 and value of y is 0, that is what I am having. And see everybody, next time, because 4 less than 0, condition false, else if y not equal to 0, condition false, so this is returning 0. The result of myFun 4 comma 0 is 0, 0 plus 5 is 5, and myFun 5 comma 2 is going to have the result, that is 5, so 5 plus 6. Your right answer is option number B, that is 11. Talking about next question everybody. So third question that we can have is everybody, which of the following traversal order provides sorted sequence in traversal of binary search tree? Options are in order, pre-order, post-order, and level order, and you know the right answer, it is in order traversal. Similar to that everybody, the next question is, what is complexity of quicksort in worst case? Option A, big O n square, option B, big O n log n, option C, big O log n, and option C, big O 2 raised to the power n. See everybody, if your sequence is already sorted and if you are using pivot element, either the first or the last element, in such case there is possibility that your quicksort will show the complexity that is of big O n square. So this one is the answer, that is option number A for this case. Such kind of questions are also there for theoretical. Taking one more example everyone, question number 5. What is the output of the following code? This is completely C++ based question. Simple questions are also there that Capgemini is asking for you. Then see everybody, the first option is error, second option is go Gemini, third is Capgemini, and last is none of these. Talking about the solution everybody, you all know that the value for integer I is 10, and if I equal to 0, so this time instead of comparing it with 0, we are assigning value 0, and you know that A is right now having value 0, which is equivalent to false. Because this is equivalent to false, that's why it will move into the else part, and the answer will be go Gemini. So everybody, this type of questions will be available for you, and Definitely this thing is going to help you a lot. The rounds are available there, everybody. For pseudocode round you need to practice just about basics and about the data structure. So I hope everybody you enjoy this video, and I hope that you will perform an excellent in your Capgemini paper. All the best everybody. Thanks for watching.